So if you look all in all, at the western areas, in all of the western side, you see that there's some advances, but no breakthroughs. That's the theme of September 1st in the western side of, or in general of Army Group North, I think, and it was no exception for the 21st Army Corps. So General Nikolaus von Falkenhorst actually ordered at this time for further movement, and actually they were benefited by a Panzer regiment. Interestingly enough, Falkenhorst had access to one Panzer regiment, 10th Panzer Regiment, and it was coming from behind 228th Infantry Division, and it will come to help them out. It was independent, was not a part of a Panzer Division or even Panzer Brigade. It was an independent Panzer Regiment that was attached to Falkenhorst 21st Corps. And so 10th Panzer Division helped and supported 228th movement and advanced further against the Polish positions. Although they came under artillery barrage by Polish 16th Artillery Regiment. It's the one that carried out the barrage, and yet they were able to make some ground despite the losses of a few tanks. I think maybe like 10% of its force, something like that. And in response of that artillery barrage killing a few tanks, Falkenhorst ordered an artillery barrage on the entire Polish positions, and actually mainly to do so that they could clear the area, scatter the Polish troops, and then attack with infantry, as a lot of German tactics went at during this invasion and other invasions. And that's what they did. They attacked with artillery and then attacked with 24th Infantry Regiment, which crossed the River Osa at this point, and they took a bridgehead at the town of Bilavki. I believe it's pronounced Bilavki, over the River Osa, and they maintained that bridgehead regardless, by getting reinforced by more regiments, and this was all happening while it was under a massive attack by Polish 64th Infantry Regiment, which was a pretty strong attack. And at this time, the 14th Infantry Regiment of 4th Infantry Division was moved westward by whoever that divisional commander was, to mount a little counterattack against 21st Infantry Division. And actually the by the end of the evening, the Poles were unable to push them back, and that's pretty much the end. The attack only halted in the evening, I believe at 18 or 19 o'clock, and that was the end of the front, and the end of both or all of the fronts in Pomorze Army on day one, until the night came. And that's what I'm going to talk about next. All right, interesting thing happened during the night of September 1st. Now it's nighttime, it's dark. All of the first attacks ended, but since the German army did make some significant gains, and Kugler was happy about Falkenhorst's gains, I believe, and Kluge wanted some more ambitious plans. But anyway, they made a little bit of progress, especially with 3rd Panzer Division and other areas of the front line. Pomorze Army, by the end of the day, withdrew from Saporno and withdrew from Hoynitz, and they were able to keep Chu, but they also lost bridgehead over the river Osa, which is important against the Battle of Grudziądz. And yet the Polish Pomorze front, the Pomorze army was able to prevent a complete destruction of their army and their defenses and the war. And so it was going on, and by the end of day one, I think the Pomorze army was actually standing quite strong. They were standing strong, just breached in little places, but their main defense of bunkers was still in position and not breached, despite Schweppenberg and Guderian's attempts. So during the night is when 27th Infantry Division reached its destination, along with Pomorze Cavalry Brigade, and they were able to move south, basically to northern suburb, or I'd say basically in the city of Bydgoszcz, to help out with Verobej's plan and his counterattack. So now Dracula and Verobej were preparing for what they had agreed on in the evening, a counterattack westwards against the Germans at Koronovo. So during like the late actually I think it was past midnight, so technically on September 2nd was when they counterattacked. So all in all, Fourth Army on the first day suffered significant casualties, but made some gains on the ground, although not in the air, because there was no Luftwaffe activity on September 1st in Pomerania, but they were able to attack many of the Polish divisions and set casualties to many of them. And in a lot of key successes, I think second motorized division was one of the key successes, as it captured the defenses because the commander Viktorin was able to conduct a good tactical make good tactical decisions to kind of threaten encirclement of 35th Infantry Regiment, and they also made some good progress against 22nd Infantry Regiment, and of course you can't forget about the 3rd Panzer Division's advances onto say 2, or even those of the 22nd Infantry Division. So a lot of good stuff for the Germans at this time. And I think after talking about all the things in September 1st, I think later in the series I can talk about just what I think about an overview of the events in certain day, like September 1st. After talk about Silesia and the areas across from Slovakia, as well as I can talk about the diplomatic stuff later.